We were both just madly in love with each other.
We were so in love, and we knew that it was the Lord's will.
When Tim and Lisa Wright married in 1982, they wanted their marriage to reflect their Christian faith. Over the next 20 years, they were involved in different ministries, started a family, and Tim later took a job teaching at a Christian university. And gradually, their relationship fell to the bottom of their list of priorities.
My whole focus became the kids, pretty much.
I was very busy with the job. We just weren't connecting on an interpersonal level.
At the same time, legalistic teachings from their church caused Tim to doubt himself and especially his relationship with God.
All of a sudden, it just didn't seem real anymore. It seemed like, oh, you gotta worry about the image. It's not a real encounter. More and more, I felt like I can't do this. I felt like I just didn't measure up.
Tim was getting a bit hard-hearted and distant towards me, towards the family, towards God. He began to change. That was something that really taught me how to pray, because I couldn't change his heart. You know, he had to choose us.
Tim eventually stopped going to church, and over the next couple of years, continued to drift from his family, putting his time and energy into work. It was there he met a woman who caught his attention.
I made her laugh. She made me laugh, and it just became, oh wow, there's another person on here who actually likes me. And never dreaming that it would ever slip over into an affair. And then it did. And it was a short-lived thing, literally overnight. I couldn't function. I was so ashamed. I just wanted to hide.
The next morning, Tim told Lisa what happened.
She said, I knew it. I knew something was going on with you. And she was very angry, and rightfully so.
It felt deeply painful, just that sense of rejection, that sense of betrayal. Like, God, I'm going to need a lot of help for my heart to be mended, because my heart was broken.
Tim also told his colleagues and had to resign his position. He and Lisa went to counseling, but Tim felt the damage had already been done.
I did not feel like I could change. I felt like it was like, you know what, I'm done. I'm disqualified. You know, it's like you don't fix things like that. You throw them away.
Even though Tim had given up on their marriage and himself, Lisa did not.
I felt like God gave me forgiveness in my heart immediately as a gift. I literally said to Lord, if this is what you're going to use to bring him back to you, God, then that's what I want you to do.
They didn't tell their children all that was going on, but their daughter Clara knew something wasn't right.
All I knew was my dad was basically gone. Like, I felt like he wasn't my dad anymore.
I just withdrew from my family. I was talking to psychics. I was talking to people from other religions, just trying to find something that was real.
After a couple of years and things not really changing, I said, you have to get help or this isn't going to work.
So Tim reached out to a close friend who took him to a worship service.
I just sat on the floor, leaning up against the wall, and was listening. Then something shifted. It's like when the Holy Spirit showed up, and it's just like something just pierced my heart, and it's like it was it's like, whoa, what's that? I think I had experienced hope for the first time. It's like, oh, maybe this is real.
Tim went back to the services again and again.
It wasn't like one event and, the angels. It was a wooing. It was just like the presence of the Lord. Like, I'm here. I'm just going to hold you for a while. We're not going to talk. I'm not going to give you any intellectual type stuff. I'm just going to be here.
Tim finally had the real encounter with God he had been missing. and it was then he began repairing his relationship with his wife and children.
I would go to them individually and I just asked them for their forgiveness. And there were a lot of tears.
I started seeing the real Tim again.
As he encountered the love of God, I felt that he was able to love me.
Tim and Lisa are once again happily married, and together they're doing ministry all around the world.
I am more in love with my wife now than I've ever been. The Lord is a master at taking things that are broken and healing them if we allow him to.
He is a supernatural, miracle-working God. He can change the situation and bring the love back and reconcile and redeem like he did our marriage.